Hello everyone, this might be a little bit out of nowhere, but I was like, I want to put something on YouTube and I didn't in a while. And sometimes I feel like I play a new game and I want to talk about it, but I don't really have yes, I do have people to talk about it, right? But I want to go for a whole last fucking hour or whatever. I don't know how much this is going to last because this is one take and I'm just going. And I just talking about a game that I just played and to see what I like and what I don't like, that kind of stuff. I used to watch Total Biscuit a lot, and I kind of like that stuff too. So this game just came out yesterday. For those that only follow me on YouTube, which is not a lot of people anyway, but for those that follow me on Twitter and Twitch, this won't be a surprise that I play VRs, but if you only follow me on Twitter, you only see the serious stuff. This might be what the fuck, you're playing a VR shooter? Yeah, I do that. I also play Apex and all that stuff. So I was like, oh, I like vampires. I like VRs. I like third-person shooters. This seems like the perfect game to me, right? Just like Bladepoint was back in the day when it came out. So I was like, okay, let's check it out. And now, this is in early access, and this is their very first game, which I'm gonna give props to them. This is a developer team called Sharkmob AB, and this is their very first game, so yeah, very, very good first game so far, honestly. I'm gonna give that to them. But I know this is in early access, but I'm still gonna say things that, even if it's in early access, I feel like they should not be, I guess, quote-unquote acceptable, even if it's in early access, and other things that I can talk about that, you can tell it's early access stuff. So let's talk about it a little bit. So the first thing we're gonna do is, I think this is the most important thing in a game, honestly, is the options menu, right? So it's your basic early access options menu. It is functional. It has kind of everything that we want, for the most part. It is pretty good. This is a little bit more rough, because it's kind of a little bit, it should kind of tell you what each thing means, although I guess everyone knows at this point what each thing means, but, for an early access game, I'd say it's a pretty solid options menu. A basic, advanced, the key bindings, this is a little bit. The only thing I'm going to criticize about the options menu is the gamepad option. This is very, I don't like this for a gamepad. I feel like it should have an image of a gamepad in the middle, right? And have the things coming around, or the icons, gamepad right trigger, gamepad special left. That, that's a little bit I don't know, I don't like it. I also would like to have some sort of Xbox/PlayStation option. I don't know if this is something that you need to pay for, but I feel like if they got enough budget to do this, I feel like they should be able to. I don't know if you require a license to do that, to be honest. I could be talking out of my ass, but Xbox and PlayStation icons will be super, super good here for the gamepad option. So because this is a little bit rough, but hopefully they pull that later on. So we got that out of the way. Now this is the lobby. This is where where you start. You have random people walking in, as you have seen what I was talking at there. Now, I guess this is kind of the social option of it, but I feel like all this thing is redundant. Now, there is people that you're talking to here, and while right now there's nothing,
I think you will enjoy this.
There is really nothing that you can do to these people. I feel like they're there for a reason, and this whole place is gonna serve a purpose eventually. Right now it is useless, but this is one of the things that I'm gonna say is something early access. It makes sense that right now there's nothing, and it looks like eventually there will be. But it's in a current state, I feel like this whole thing is kind of pointless. Especially because if someone invites you to play a game, right? You go to your friends or whatever. I don't have any friends right now, but and you accept an invite, you are going to load up the whole map again, which that's one of the things I don't like. So hopefully they can fix it. That shouldn't be too hard to fix. But I feel like if this whole thing is gonna be pointless for the rest of the game, I honestly would prefer if they just have like a small place where you can just invite your friends, and it's a squads of 3 people, right? So just like a small, maybe it could be like your own apartment or something, you know, like your own little house apartment, vampire apartment, and you can just hang out with the boys, right? Because you're not gonna talk to random guys, Steve TV or the Noxy or whoever the fuck these people are, right? You're not gonna socialize with these randoms. Let's be honest. Maybe 1 out of 100 people decide to do that and like hang out on the chat like these people, right? But like it's in the end, you could just have like a global chat on the bottom left, and you could just like prevent all this whole thing. There's really no point. Like most of the people, this is where you spawn when you open the game, so this is where most people are. They don't really care. They don't want to socialize. Like there's no, you know what I mean? There's no point in any of this. So what else do we have? Of course they have a battle pass. This is the first thing that shows up when you buy the game, when you open it, I mean. It's alright, right? So the Founders Battle Pass is $9.50. If we go to buy $9.50, I'm going to assume it's like $10. I cannot check the price right now because we're going to be here for a while. But you know, I guess your standard $10 battle pass. It has a lot of useless shit like all battle passes, right? It has some nice shirts, it has some anime emotes if you want that. I don't think, oh, we can see the emotes, okay. Yeah, of course this has like, you know, your Fortnite emotes. It has some makeup stuff. This is nice. There's some things that are cool, you know. Like for a battle pass, it has plenty of content. It has a lot of useless shit, but it has plenty of nice content. They have a nice jacket. Honestly, these jackets are just recolors of the default one. I'll show you that later. They're not actually jackets, so let's see if there's an actual... this is a tattoo. This is another jacket recolor. Now, this is the first one that is actually, you know, an actual individual model, level 50. So I guess it's kind of like you get recolors, you get some makeup stuff. This is another recolor, a little bit of makeup, glasses, and yellow eyes on the level 98. Fuck you. Why can I not have my eyes in yellow until I get 98 on the battle pass? At least it's free, but still, fuck you. And this is the last skin, which it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So you have basically like 2 premium skins, just like kind of Apex, right? And everything else is just kind of like some random garbage, like icons. So like they're still pretty good looking, but you know, it's not like the pretty standard. Now remember when I told you are just 3 colors? So look at this, right? This is just so basically you are not getting nothing new aside recolors on the battle pass except those 2 skins, and then all the icons and pendants and emotes and stuff. So for $10 I'd say that's alright. I get that. The problem is I am tired of battle passes in games and having to spend 50 hours each week to complete a battle pass. When I have a battle pass in Apex, I have a battle pass in Call of Duty. Well, I'm not buying them anymore, right? But like still, like imagine you want to get all the skins from like 3 games and you have to play 3 battle passes. You don't have time for yourself anymore. Like, it's getting ridiculous. Oh, but you can always pay that. Fuck you. It's getting ridiculous, right? Like, I think the battle passes, it was a good idea at start, but the fact that you want your players, like your customers, to be the only game that they play, yours, by fucking forcing them to play a battle pass, that's stupid. The same thing, Blade Point has another battle pass. Like, this needs to stop. Or if you're gonna make a battle pass, make it like very easy to clear, or like time based, where you just play a little bit a week, once a day, and you're done with it. But like, it kind of needs to stop. So yeah, this is the jackets, accessories. You get like a few, you know, earrings. You get some glasses. The emotes, you know, this is, you know how it is. We don't talk about the icons and banners. Just kind of, you know, just this is kind of like a little bit Call of Duty-ish. But yeah, like nothing special, right? The character customization is a little bit better, although options to be desired, to be honest. You know, you have the body type, you have the skin tone, the hairs. These are the only hairs. You know, it's kind of like, You have the spaghetti here if you like that. I don't like that. You have the Life is Strange haircut. It literally looks the same. Like, oh yeah, the eye colors, right? You only have 4 eye colors. You want more by the battle pass? Fuck you. I hate that. Like, that's a thing that pisses me off. Like, looking something just as basic as eye color as behind a battle pass, that's kind of fucked up. I don't like that. Eyebrows, you know. Color, makeup. You can get some makeup if you wanna. I don't know. It's alright. It's nothing too crazy. It's alright, you know. So you can basically like. You have basically 6 kind of archetypes. I made the same one for this one, but you know, you have like the Nosferatu people, and then you have these people that are like more I guess it's some sort of like, it's not really like tank support and DPS kind of thing, right? Like offensive. Like these ones are very agile because they can use sleep. This one are a little bit more. So they're divided in 3 categories, right? Let's say orange, green, and red, right? So each version has the same one. So these 2 have the leap, these 2 have the vanish, where you come invisible, and these 2 have like a dash, which is basically, for those that play Apex, imagine you throw a mirage decoy, and then you can become the decoy if you press the button again, right? So the ones that change are these 2 ones, right? So like, for example, these 2 ones are very similar, except this one, you know, you get half of HP when not taking damage, and this one gets damage resistance. There's nothing too crazy, you know. And the air shock, which is like your ultimate, basically you slam the ground and push people away. And this one basically you put a wall that deflects bullets. Like, it's nothing too crazy. This one puts traps. This one has some sort of like a scanning kind of thing. You can like, they leave a trail when there is a movement. You can track people, like Bloodhunt vibes. You know, nothing too crazy. And this one, you can dash, you can stun people, blinding beauty. You're basically flashing your tits and they get blinded. Basically, there's examples of the skills which I really appreciate. That's really nice. They just have like a quick video here so you can see what it is, right? That is pretty good. I like that, and they show you like an example of how it works. This is pretty good, very solid. The whole character, although they're kind of basic, the demonstration are very nice, right? You have your challenges. Oh, by the way, depends on the archetype. It has like a whole different customization, right? So you have to like change them, basically. You know, each one has its own thing. The journal, it's kind of like lore, right? If you like lore, because this is based off a tabletop game, right? So it has like, if you like lore, or if you were a fan of the Vampire the Masquerade games, right? There's some lore here if you're interested in that, so that's nice. The locations is basically the locations of the map that we're gonna play in a second. The tutorial, oh yeah, you know, a tutorial. There's items, the crossbow and stuff, collectibles. This is kind of like more lore shit, you know, like the characters. You know how it is, right? It's a little bit like a bestiary, or there's not a lot of bestiary now. There's only one guy, so. I don't know, maybe if they make more, I don't know, maybe they make more single player content or co-op content, we can have like more enemy types here, and then we have the 3 NPCs that are around the lobby. So very, you know, some nice lore stuff, and then social, which I don't know, I have nothing, right? Because I'm gonna assume these people are, oh, these are the people in the lobby, right? And these are my actual friends. But yeah, so it's alright. So there's only 2 mods right now. There's only the VR, I mean it's VR, but it's basically you or with friends. So let's going to switch to, why can't I press escape? Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Now let's go with the one we're planning to go with. This one, this is the first one. This is the one I feel like it's best. So we're gonna play solo right now because I'm not playing with anyone. So, alright, pretty fast. Another thing, you know how usually BRs put you with bots on the first matches? This one doesn't. This one puts you straight up with people, which I know this might be a little bit controversial, but I think having bots the first 1 or 2 matches is actually nice for people that want to get a feel of the game. Personally, I don't think that's a bad thing. I know a lot of people might be like, oh, you're putting them against bots, so they're not gonna learn how to play. Dude, anyone, it's kind of like a pseudo tutorial where you kind of get a feel of how the game works, right? So like, I think like 1 or 2 games with bots, so you can get a feel of the map, of the movement, of the stamina. I think that's alright, and that is completely fine, and I know why people do, developers do that. They decided not to do it here, probably because they did not program bots to do so. That's probably why. Honestly, not because, oh, we are pro gamers and we want people to... it's probably because they didn't program bots, basically. So, this is kind of Blade Point or other BRs. There's basically 2 kinds of BR. The ones where you drop off a ship, and the ones you literally choose the location. So this is the one you choose the location. You can kind of get where people are around, and now it tells you where everyone is. Right here, there you go, right? So like, I'm here, kind of alone, I'm alright, you know. I should be fine. And let's see what happens, right? So this is your average looting, green, blue, purple, golden, weapons kind of stuff. The only thing that changes really is the ammo. The damage is the same. So the only thing that's really gonna worry you is the ammo. So for example, there's an SMG that is, when it's green, it's 40 bullets, and when it's purple, it's 60. So it's kind of a big deal, right, in a fight, because those 20 bullets can win you the fight, basically. Or like an assault rifle. I found an AK-47 assault rifle, and it was 35 bullets instead of 30. So I'm going to assume the purple one is 40. Right? It's kind of like that. Nothing too... It's not too bad that you start with a gun, by the way, like a, you know, like a shitty gun. So the first thing when it comes to movement is... Okay, let's see what we get, right? We get like... We get a shotgun, right? You know how it is. So the movement is basic, but it's good, right? It's a good movement, but it's kind of clunky, so... I don't know how to explain this without you actually playing the game, but basically the movement is... kind of whatever. Also, this is like a golden chest. We can find like nice shit here. Found a purple sniper, which I don't know if we're even gonna use, because, you know, I wouldn't recommend being in this disco for too long because it's really hard to get out. There's no... Also, there's this annoying sound every time someone dies. On one hand, I think that's nice, because, you know, it lets you know when someone dies, which I feel like it's important, especially on the end of the ring. So speaking of the ring is not just a circle, it's kind of like changes its shape depending on when it's ending, which is, you know, something that they did on, what's this game? That was this really bad BR that had a few interesting ideas, and that was it. Something Scape, I don't remember the name, but you know, that one from Ubisoft. So they had the same thing going on. The armor system is just kind of like Warzone. You just have like one plate, right? And you just block some of the damage. You have 250 of armor, and that's it. That's basically it. This is a syringe that regens you over time. A lot of people are getting fucked on this match, right? Now, this is only cut that allows you double jump. The leap ability, so that's just another thing why I like it. There's no double jump in this game. So, what I was saying, the movement is kind of clunky, very unpolished, right? It's nothing too great. So, you have the normal jump and the jump that you do when you slide, right? Oh, you also can grab melee weapons like this, right? So when you are melee, you can do slide. So when you slide jump, your jump is higher. Oh, we can also... Humans have different flavors. For example, this one has lower cooldown on my leap. So like now that I suck this human, right? Now I have more leaping power. You can also use them to heal yourself. Like if you're low HP, you can just go on a human and kill yourself, which is pretty nice. Now the wall jump is a lot to be desired. Oh, we're having some people over here. Hold on. Another wall jump. The wall run. Like the movement is very, very unpolished, which is honestly what I feel it makes or breaks a game. I feel the movement should be prioritized before anything else. And the movement is, while it has a lot of freedom, the concept is great of what you can do. The way it's programmed is just not great. Like, let me show you the wall run, right? It's like, oh, let's just make a wall run. This is basically useless. Like, there is no reason to wall run in this game. Like, you're going to forget that you can wall run. Like, look at this. Like, when are you gonna use this? You know, like, it's not... You're better off just, like, slide jumping, right? You can just, like... slide jump. Like, it's not... Like, you know, there's not a lot to it. Like, you can do a few things, I guess, but it's just kind of trash. Like, they need to make the wall run a little bit more consistent. Like, you know, you're like... It lasts longer. Like, you don't go down as here, let's see what this one does. So this one gives you 0.5 HP per second. Some humans don't have nothing, other ones do, so you kind of have to... You can also scan for people, like there. Like, that's not this one. What does this one do? See, this one. Alright, this one gives you even more cooldown on the leaping. So that's great. But you know, the movement is... very, very, very basic. There's not a lot you can, like, think out of the box. Some of the guns are kind of a little bit... Okay, let's see what we got here. Some of the guns are kind of yaks, if you ask me. However, even though the movement is not great, the intention is. So, like, what they were planning to do with the movement is actually great. Like, I love the concept of the design of the movement and the maps, where you can just go whatever you want, climb whatever you want. So, like, the intention of the movement itself is great. It's just the execution that is very, very unpolished. And I know this is an early access game, but let's be honest. I have an AK. Oh wait, I forgot I have a sniper. 30. Okay. Well, I know this is supposed to be a Dragunov, but this shoots way faster than a Dragunov, to be honest. And let's see if we can actually shoot someone without talking so much shit. I think they're above me. Oh, bestie. Now, another problem of this game is that the people that you go down, they're gonna revive themselves in like 20 seconds, so unless one of the two people that were there are finish that person off, which I don't think they will, I'm not gonna get that kill, basically. Like, that person should have been dead by now, but there is no... If you go down, you can basically come back in like 20 seconds. When you are solo. When you are with squads, it's 40 seconds, but still. So basically, I got that person down, but I have to deep because I have two people shooting me, and I cannot get that kill, basically. Which is kind of frustrating, but I also appreciate giving people more chances to survive, because especially when you're solo, you know? So we're gonna have to go there again and see where that person went. I think that person went invisible, yeah. Where did my homie go? There's finishers as well, like this. So you know, that's nice. And you killed yourself. They explode like fucking piñatas, by the way, when you kill them. Just like, you know, like in Warzone or arenas in Apex. They basically do the piñata system. There's no like death box. So yeah, that's how you kill. You need to make sure you finish them off for the kill. There's no way it's gonna count, because you will need to have a random... Oh, there's only 6 people left. You will need to have a random to finish off your kill, and that is very rare to happen. You know, because they will be distracted doing something else. Now, I think there was someone else here. Yeah, there's like... Also, the other problem that this game has, which I do not appreciate at all, is that you know those humans that you can like suck the blood off? If you kill them for whatever reason... Oh, there's cops here. I'll talk about that later. If you kill a human, this is what happens to you. You're exposed for everyone for like a solid minute. I think that's fucking yikes. Like, yes, you shouldn't be able to kill... These are the cops that I was talking about. Honestly, while I thought this would be a very potential to have... Oh, the alarms. Now, the cops do a fuck ton of damage, by the way. They're kind of like ridiculous. Now, while I thought the cops would be a very nice concept to give you like rewards from the ground where you kill the police and they give you nice loot, they always give you the same weapon, which is the burst rifle. Which makes it like, unless you love that burst rifle, it makes it pointless to kill those cops. There is no reason to do it. Like, there is no point in just fighting them. Like unless I really like that burst rifle. Oh, there's this bug, by the way, where you cannot see the cops from the distance. I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but I can only see their laser, but I cannot see them themselves. So, like, yeah. So there is no point in killing the cops unless, I don't know, they annoy you. Like, they're gonna get the... I'm not gonna even bother with them. But it's just not... It's just not ideal. The game is also pretty dark, but you know, it's a vampire game. What the fuck were you expecting? Alright, let's put the armor on. But yeah, where were we? The kill system. You need to finish them off, or the kill is just not an account. They can get themselves back up. The reveal system, where you can see anyone on the map if they make the mistake of like... There's two main reasons to get revealed on the map. One is, oh, there's only 3 people left. I should start, you know, third-partying and shit. One is, look at this wall around. Oh, baby, yeah. Absolutely useless. One is, if you suck someone's blood, right, a human's blood, and another person sees you, you get revealed for like, I don't know, 20 seconds or something like that. I know it's not a minute. And then if you kill one of those humans, then you get revealed to... oh shit. Dude, I was explaining the fucking... You might want to chill. Actually, I don't like this place. Let me get a more even ground. Is this person gonna jump on me? Yeah, these people want my ass for sure. Has armor. Oh, I think that was someone else. Made them fight each other. Like what? Or was the same guy? So using weapons with powers and play reveals your position. That's what I was talking about. Like, if you use your guns or stuff like in the middle of the street, everyone's gonna be able to see you. So you wanna be like on the top for the most part, because otherwise everyone in China is gonna know your location, and you don't want that. Okay, there's that guy over there. That's armor. Oh, also the fucking rain/gas is like base boosted. You have like this fucking 2008 bass drop on the background. Oh, here we go. Oh well, kind of fucked up, didn't he? Oh, okay, that's definitely the other guy. Why are they like not fighting each other is my question. I'm gonna have to be careful. I need to see if they fight each other or not, because I don't want to engage into a fight and I'm so dead though. Oh, he thought I was there. Let's see, we can risk it. Yeah, we... Oh, I kill a human, fuck. See, now I'm revealed, so this is like, I'm dead, basically. Like, this is actually kind of fucked up. Now the other two can see me and I'm basically dead. Like, I hate this system where you're revealed and anyone can see you. That's kind of yikes. Now I'm in disadvantage and the other two are gonna chase me for sure, right? Like, yeah, like... It's basically... If you guys were bitching about Seyren in Apex, this is 10 times worse. Like, there is no good way around this. There really isn't. Like, there is just... I'm still upset that they're not shooting each other. Like, okay, there we go. See, that's more like it. So, things like that can fuck you over, right? Like, I was aiming at the guy, and he had a human next to him. And okay, this is just being an asshole. So, we don't need to... What the fuck are they doing? Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. So yeah, when you get revealed, it's basically like anyone can see your silhouette on the... I don't think it's in the entire map, but like on the vicinity map. But since we were in a close space, the other two are just gonna focus on me, which is what happened. So that is why being on the street is super dangerous, because if you accidentally shoot a civilian, that happened to me there, you're done. Like, got him, GG's, and it's not even your fault, right? Because you were just trying to shoot the guy, and the first person that you see, you think is the guy there, and you get fucked over by the normal human. So that was really unfortunate. But yeah, that is basically the whole thing, right? You basically have two skills, which honestly they don't really have an ultimate, and you know, they're both kind of neutral. It's not an ultimate of sorts. They're both good on their own ways. Because neither of them have a very high cooldown, right? Although I'm speaking for my archetype. I don't know if the other archetypes are more... But I don't think so either. Oh, this is the first time this happens to me. But yeah, so... What I'm getting is the game is kind of alright, but I don't see this being very, 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 very popular, to be honest. Like, it's a nice game to play. I have fun with it, but it's gonna be very, very niche, because the game is not very polished. And I know something early access, but let's be honest. When a game is in early access, they never change things that are such as core as the physics. I don't see this game in like a few months having a better movement system, because while the idea of the movement system is great, having freedom of movement, going whatever you want, slide jumping, it is very, very, very clunky and unpolished. For example, one of the good things that people like on sliding is the slide cancel. You cannot slide cancel. Like, you just go straight up in a jump. Like, there is no... The problem with the movement system is that there is no room for creativity in the game. You cannot be creative with this movement system, which is what is gonna make this game boring on the long run. Like, if you slide, you can only slide and then jump. Or either you jump or you don't. There's nothing else. In Apex, right, when you slide, you can combine that into a jump, into a wall jump, into like all sorts of stuff. Or like, you know, there's more to the slide in Apex than there is here. This is very, very, very strict. Like, what I show you in the game, there is really no more to it, right? Well, as if you play in Apex, people do all sorts of wild shit where you need to go to YouTube and watch the tutorial and see like, how the fuck do I do that? Here, there's really no more to it. There is nothing. Is this bad? You could say this is not bad, because maybe you don't want people to be have some sort of like wild movement system, right? But that is what makes people enjoy these games after all. Like, have some sort of like thing that learning curve, so something that you can learn for the movement system to be better than the others. That's not really the case here. So, like, I hope I'm not sounding like elitist or anything like that, but like I'm making sense, right? Where like, if the movement is just as it is and there's nothing you can do with it aside what you are given, you have a set of tools, and that's it. Is that bad? I guess it's not bad, but it's gonna make the game rather repetitive very, very early, you know? Like I have the slight jump, I have the wall climb, you can like jump off of it, I guess. You know, like this is... And you can combine it with the jump ability. Oh shit, well, oh, this game has katanas, that's why this is one of the best games of the year, right? Like, this game has katanas, and that's all that you need. You know, and you can deflect bullets with it, so like, this game is perfect. So like, the best thing you can do is what I did a moment ago, where like, you're like with momentum, right? And you just kind of like this. And the wall jump has, you know, this is the best thing you can probably do, which is cool, but you know, it's nothing too wild, you know what I mean? Like, it's alright, it's fun, it's nice for like a little bit, but when that's the coolest thing you can do with a movement, you know, there's really not, unless I'm missing some sort of like sick tech when I need to keybind my jump to the mouse wheel to do some insane shit, right? But I'm pretty sure that is not the case. That is not... Like, also this, the fucking, this thing, like, it's just kind of like the whole thing just, I don't know if you guys can feel how clunky this feels sometimes, you know, it's just like, ugh. Like, if you're running away and you get met with that, you're gonna fucking hate yourself. Let's replace this. The 3v3 is not much better, as in like, this game seems to be more focused on one-person VR, which that's good because there's not a lot of one-person VRs lately. Most of the VRs are team-based. So if one thing you could say, yes, there's like team-based characters, right? But like when you can revive yourself and all that stuff, you can tell that this game is made for single person, I'd say, first, and then you have the team base, which is kind of easy to do. See, all these fuckers review. This is why being on the ground fucking sucks, bestie. Now everyone can see you. Oh, I cannot see him anymore. Oh, there it is. Oh, that is a person. You're better just finishing them off, honestly. They turn into a piñata, you grab all this shit. And now I have 47 seconds of reveal, so now this is terrible. There is no way of getting out of this because anyone on the map can see you, so you're basically fucked. Now we can only hope that I don't die, because it's fucking impossible, right? Let's do one more before we wrap it up, right? I don't want this to take to last like 2 hours, so let's do one with people so you guys can see that. But what I'm showing you is basically all there is to the game, which, yes, it's a VR, it's basically just the same map and you do the same shit over and over. Boy, don't you guys feel like you have already seen everything in the game already? Like there is nothing else to expect? Does that make any sense? Because the archetypes of the vampires are, let's switch to group, are too basic to be unique, right? Like they have like their scan and their Bloodhunt shit, like they're just not, you know, like, I basically show you all there is to it, right? So there's no room for creativity in this game. I think that's the biggest problem. So people are gonna get bored of it pretty quickly and just gonna give up on it. Combining that with the movement system, while great on paper, not very well executed, like it needs a lot of work, right? Which, yes, early access, but again, I don't expect them to fix the movement system in early access. They usually will do like, you know, new characters, new abilities, new, I don't know, weapons, but they never make, oh, new movement system. That almost never happens. It almost never happens, let's be honest. So that is why I do not have a lot of hope. I would love to be wrong though. I would love to be like, in a few months or next time I revisit this game, they're like, hey guys, we remade the whole movement system, and I'm like, oh shit, right? Amazing, thank you. But I don't see that happening, honestly. The customization is nice though, like you can get some kind of unique characters like this one. That one looks very nice. So like, I feel like they just need to work on the gameplay a little bit more. The map is fine. I'd say there's nothing wrong with the map. The map is okay. The reveal system, if you're gonna keep it, don't make it one whole minute. That is ridiculous. That you accidentally shoot a civilian, or you accidentally suck someone's blood and everyone can see you for, like, that is just ridiculous. Like, that's not okay. I don't think that's okay. I know they probably want to make it so people are not on the middle of the map for too long, but still, I feel like that is just ridiculous. That's not okay. I don't think the reveal system is good. That is the only thing I will just remove from this game. If they keep it, I don't mind if you guys keep it, but at least make it at least 30. Not so. For example, right, I'm gonna suck this person's blood, and this one's gonna see me. See, one whole minute, everyone can see me. That is just crazy. You know, like that is just insane. The ping system is, you know, what you will expect. Nothing insane. Very Apex-ish, which is alright. Apex has a good ping system. Game companies should copy Apex ping system more often, but it's just like a worse version of Apex pings. Like, it's just a worse version of it, but you know, it's still pretty nice. There's also no voice lines, as you guys might have noticed. Well, because of the budget, because this is like, I don't know if you will be considered an indie developer, but this is their first game, so probably they didn't have budget to, like, you know, voice act like everyone. So, you know, that's understandable. That's fine. As long as you make it, you know, very... I actually don't want that. Nah, I'm gonna stay with the SMG. As long as you make it easy to understand, you know, like, the ping system is pretty nice. It's alright. It's better than the one from Warzone, I'd say. And the one from... let's pick this one up. The one from Blade Point. So, you know. Oh, we kind of fucked ourselves over here, didn't we? Now that our teammate is dead, it's not over though, because... Oh, that was a mortal? Okay, let me revive this guy. Okay, we got this guy back. I have been revealed this whole fucking time. I hate it. See how the reveal system is garbage? Like, it's not... It's not, oh, be careful or you're gonna get caught. Like, there is no fun to it. It's just annoying. There's really nothing to it. There's no... It doesn't have its place. Like, I can see what they were thinking by doing this, but it's just not. It's just not. This one has melee damage flavor, so that's nice, I guess. Although I don't see myself using melee. Alright, 5 more seconds where everyone can fucking see me. You can ping CP. Like you see, the ping system is actually pretty solid. Oh, also, this other thing, you can rob places and the alarm turns off, so like, You get nice rewards, like, you know, look at all this healing shit, but everyone can see you, basically. Which is nice. There's another one which is like a I was gonna say a Walmart. A market. And you can, like, steal guns from the shop. And also activate an alarm, but it's usually very nice guns. So things like that are nice. I like that. I like that idea. That's actually pretty good. The other problem I have with this is, like, remember how this game was about vampires? I'm pretty sure you guys forgot this game was about vampires a couple of times while we were watching this, right? Like, there's no... Oh, shit. This is basically... a VR game. Okay, we got that. We got it. This is a VR game with vampires in it, but it's not really like... You can tell this is just like a normal VR, a third-person shooter. Like, yeah, it has vampires, but, you know, it's not like... This could have literally anything else and it wouldn't change anything, you know what I mean? Like, for all we know, this could be Fortnite in a realistic setting. But you cannot build shit and you have better movement than Fortnite, I guess. Like... There really isn't, like, a lot of vampire shit going on. The abilities don't feel like vampire abilities. Yeah, oh, well, yeah, vampires jump a lot. Well, yeah, that's great, bestie, but, like, you know, it doesn't feel like vampire. Oh, yeah, you can suck blood from the civilian. Well, yeah, but that's basically it. Like, this feels kind of like... I have never played the tabletop games, but you can kind of tell this is not, like... This is kind of to make money out of the IP, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like... It's a nice game, but it doesn't feel like a vampire game, to be honest. It doesn't feel like it. It's not like... I still like the game, though, but I'm not gonna treat it as a vampire game. Yes, I have my vampire waifu over here. Well, not waifu, because I think she looks cool. It's not like, ooh, waifu, but, like, she looks fucking badass and I love her. But, like, it's not... This could be literally anyone else. Oh, this is the market that I was talking that you could rob, like... We can actually do that as a demonstration. Let me show you guys. Oh, I didn't know you get on the market from here. That's good to know. Oh, someone seems to have alerted a human, so... Okay, there's some shit going on. Oh, wow. Yeah, what the fuck is happening? Is dead or what? Oh, he's over there. Alright, let's chase him. See, this is the annoying thing about the... Now we can see where he's going. There's nothing you can do about it. We can just, like... Oh, that also bugged out. That whole 2 feet shouldn't be there. I'm already far away from the human guy. See, now we can see where this guy is because he's revealed. Which I don't know we're chasing him or not. I thought we were. Yeah, like, that's what I thought. Okay, the reveal has to stop. Wow. I think when the... Now, I don't know this, but I think, like, when you see the highlight of the damage number, you know how there was, like, a red outline to the damage number? I think that means they are below 50 HP. I could be saying this out of my ass, but I think that's what it means. But I cannot be sure about that. Now, this thing over here, you see on the map, there's, like, healing. You can revive. One thing that I like... Oh, this is the robbing shot that I was gonna show you guys. How there's, like, you know, you can steal shit. Can get, like, some armor. Oh, this bitch stole my armor, so I guess I'm not getting armor, but, you know. Like, you know how... If one of your teammates die, this is not like Apex where you have to pick their banner or anything. If someone dies here... At the other side of the map, you can just come to one of these vehicles and revive them. Like, there is no... It doesn't cost money like in Warzone. There's no drawbacks. There's no, like, big alert boom boom to revive someone, you can just revive someone and nobody will be able to tell. Which is nice, right? This is probably the most forgiving VR I have ever seen. Which that might be part of the design. They probably want to make like... Well, the gameplay itself is rather hard, right? Like shooting people is hard. The game is very forgiving where if you make a mistake and you die, your teammates can just revive you and it's okay. So it's a very forgiving, and maybe that's why that probably is the appeal to it. That is like... Oh, I got my ass revealed, that's great. That's an ability from like one of the other classes. Well, oh, I think we got here now in quite a party. Hold on, let me kill myself. Alright, let's keep going. There was someone over here, but I guess they fucked up. Very, very forgiving VR. While the shooting mechanics might not be like... I mean, they're not that hard either, like... This is way easier than Apex and... Maybe on the same level as Warzone, I will say, but... It's easier than Warzone because you need less awareness than in Warzone, because Warzone is so big. What makes Warzone hard is not the mechanics, but rather the awareness of the game. Because it's a huge map and you cannot have to... Oh, you're having fun over there? You cannot need to know what you're doing. I guess we're going in. Yeah, okay, yeah, when the letters is highlighted, that means they're low HP. So that's good to know. Oh. See, so that guy has below, maybe it's under 100. Oh, this person's gonna give me an ability. Let's get this real quick. No, like I'm gonna... Well, maybe I use melee damage. The melee damage weapons are super nice, as you can see here. We can try to... Let's see if we can kill the guy with the melee, so I can show that. Oh, that guy's too far for that. I can see shit. So I have to get a little bit closer. Another thing that I don't like is the healing thing. You need to check here what you have because the healing shortcuts doesn't tell you. Like, you know how I have a 6 on the healing thing? That 6 is just for the armor and I have no armor. Like, you see how it has this icon here? That is not what it says. This is the number 5. The 6 is the armor. Like, this is not well done. This is probably like a bug, it needs fixing. But basically 4, 5, 6, there's 3 kinds of healings. There's regen, one that heals you like straight out the 100 HP, and the armor. The armor is okay. I also like the fact that the armor doesn't have a big impact on your HP, where you constantly need the best armor like in Apex to be good. So that's good, I like that. There is no armor advantage, and I kinda like that. So yeah, I'd say this is probably the most forgiving VR I have ever played. Which I don't think that's bad. It's nice, but it's also rather sluggish. Very unpolished, very rushed. Like, for example, one of the things that, even though it's early access, I'm not going to forgive if... Oh, whoa. We got that guy out of the way. Please don't step on the cars. Oh! Hold on, guys. I'm kind of having a rough moment over here. I'm fucking dead, dude. Okay, real quick. Yeah, I know you're fighting, but see, now when I'm down, I have 40 seconds instead of 20. Ooh, he got sniped. He dead. I think our best is dead. The last ring is like very small, as you can see there. So this guy's dead, pretty sure. Yeah, he's dead. So I kind of fucked up by there by sucking, but I just wanted to heal myself, but I guess I shouldn't have done that. But anyway, well, we were the second place, so that's nice. So, so just so we don't reach the 1 hour mark, we are already 55 minutes in. The game is very forgiving, which that's nice, but it's also very uninspired. The whole game is just uninspired, and I feel like you can get bored of this game very, very quickly. I think that's the biggest problem of this game. There is no room for creativity. What you see is what you get. You can maybe pull some fun shit by like wall climbing and all that, but what's the point of doing all that if you're gonna accidentally shoot a civilian and I get revealed for 60 seconds, so like you're gonna die anyway. Like, there's a lot of punishing shit that there's no... Despite the game being very forgiving, there's some things that are so punishing, like the revealing, which makes no sense to me. Like, are you gonna be a nice VR or are you gonna be an asshole VR? This game somehow becomes an asshole and a nice VR at the same time, and that is very annoying. So like, well, the walking animation is kind of... I need to go to the bathroom. Look at that. Holy shit. So, I don't know, man. Will this game do okay? I'm not gonna give it a Hyperscape out of 10. But I think I'm gonna give it 3 Hyperscapes out of 10. Like, it's not gonna do as bad as Hyperscape, but it's gonna do... If it keeps it like this, and they don't do something, right? Or like the early access doesn't do very well, it's gonna be 3 Hyperscapes. I'm gonna rate this VR 3 Hyperscapes. Because it's way better than Hyperscape, it's more fun. The gunplay at least is nice, right? But Seyren, it's in early access, I know, but there's some things that just never change. Have you seen Warframe? Warframe was also in beta, and look at that game. Look at how Warframe is. Like they're still in beta, quote unquote. Like just... Like, even if it's early access, if you are in a free-to-play game, most people are not going to care that it's an early access. Does that make any sense? This is not sort of like closed beta, restricted early access game. You can just go to Steam and download it. There is no early access. You know, like for me, this early access thing sometimes is kind of bullshit. That's why I'm a little bit skeptical about the whole early access thing. Now, I don't want to give them too much shit because it's their first game. So I'd say that's very nice, but I would like them to make the movement system better. I think if they just make the movement system where you can be a little more creative, the wall run better, the reveal thing, too punishing personally. 1 minute, it's ridiculous. Everything else is not that bad. It's just you just cannot do a lot to work with. Like the characters themselves, not very inspired. Not a lot you can do with. Oh, one has a big jump, the other one has a revealing thing. Like it's, you know, like it's... There is nothing in this game that you have not seen before. I think that's the problem. There is nothing in this game that I have not seen before. Like, heals your allies, it's a healer, like it's just... There is nothing here aside, oh, it has vampires that I have not seen before, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, taking abilities of humans, it's nice, but that is literally the same thing that Hyperscape did. It's just instead of humans, you just grab it straight up from the ground. So they just gave it some flavor to it, but in essence, it's nothing new. So this is basically Hyperscape but better, personally, which is nice. I like that, but this is not gonna be enough, I think, for this game to be successful. I don't see it. I don't see this game doing too well. it's gonna be one of those games where it's gonna do well enough to sustain itself, but bad enough to be under the radar of everything else, if that makes any sense. You know, so this is like NT. People that like the game are gonna still play it, but I don't see this game getting more influx of players. You know, it's just gonna stay as it is. A nice VR with vampires, pretty fun, hee hee, ooh, right? And that's gonna be it. I think it's just gonna stay there. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, because I will like this game to do good, because I like vampires, and I like third-person shooters. And I like third-person shooters where you can wall run and jump. Like, this game in theory is everything I could have asked for. It's just not that well done, honestly. But we'll see. Hopefully it does well. Let's give it some months. Let's give it a year, and maybe this becomes a very, very nice VR. The problem is VR relies a lot on players. Are they gonna be able to keep the players? That's the other problem. Are they gonna have to resort to bots? They do not have bots, so if they do not have bots and player base starts decreasing, that's gonna be a problem. Like, if I go to Steam right now, right? Let's check the community hub. I know you guys, you cannot see it, but right now there is 16,000 people playing. That's okay for a VR. Now it's fine because everyone gets put into 2 queues, so it's basically 16,000 people split into 2 queues. But if they start like adding ranked and other stuff, the player base could decay very quickly. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I hope it does well. So if you guys took the whole hour, I appreciate it. If you guys like this, please let me know, because I don't know if that's something that you guys want from me. I just like talking about games and just, you know, talking about how I feel about them. So if you guys want me to do something like this with other games, I'll definitely do it. And thank you guys for sticking around, even if it's listening on the background or whatever. So thank you so much, and bye bye everyone.